and welcome to Scenario 2 of Arkham Horror, the card game, playing for the League of Extraordinary Investigators Season 8. I'm Gary, and I'm glad to have you along with us. And we are going to be taking on Scenario 2, which is the Vanishing of Elina Harper. I'm playing Monterey Jack in this particular campaign. Scenario 1 went pretty well for us. I'm excited to take on Scenario 2 and see how we do. Before we get there, let me show you the deck. I was able to upgrade from last scenario to this with 6 XP. And so here's the deck. What we have done is pretty basic. I added 2 hiking boots, which are so good in Monterey Jack. 2 upgraded mag glasses, so I can play them for free, and they're also fast, of course, which is nice. And then 1 deduction for some clue compression to be able to pick up clues a little bit faster. So that is what's up with that. Switch back over to the game here, and we'll get ourselves set up. So this is the search for the Vanishing of Elina Harper. We're searching for Agent Harper, who has disappeared here in the creepy town of Innsmouth. We'll have to go all around town and follow some leads and see what we can find. In order to finish setting up this particular scenario, we have to construct a leads deck. Here we have 6 hideouts and 6 suspects. They're listed here on this card. One of each of these will be chosen. That will be the place that Elina Harper is being kept, and the person what did the kidnapping. We can use this little setup widget to make that happen, so I'm going to click this right now. Boom. So here are our 2 cards that are the actual person who what done it and the place where they're hiding out. And this, of course, is our leads deck. It's all shuffled up for us and ready to go. So we'll be able to get clues out of this leads deck by, or I should say leads out of this leads deck by spending clues. Okay, so we will need to spend X per investigator clues as a group to parlay and reveal the top X cards of the leads deck to a maximum of 3. We're 1 investigator, so 1 card per clue, basically. We get to draw 1 of those. We shuffle the rest back in along with the top card of the encounter deck. So we're trying to eliminate potential suspects and locations that aren't here because they're here, right? If they're here, they're not here. That's how that works. And we will eventually have to make an accusation about where we think Elina Harper is and who we think kidnapped her. Okay. Here is my chaos bag. As you can see from last scenario, we were able to take out 1 elder thing, 1 tablet, and 1 cultist. We're down to just 1 of each of those. So that's nice. Feeling good about that. We'll go ahead and shuffle the chaos bag up a little bit. We'll shuffle our encounter deck, and I think we're ready to go. So Monterey Jack starts here in the middle of town at Innsmouth Square. He is there. We have to draw our opening hand here and get started. So we'll shuffle our deck, and we'll draw 5 cards. Okay, let's see. So that is a weakness. It goes back. All right. Well, let's see. Milan Christopher is good for an opening ally, so we'll keep him. Mag Glass is great. We'll keep that. Sneak attack, good in case we need to do some damage to somebody pretty fast. That's pretty all right. Nimble, I think I want to see later in the scenario, so I'm going to go ahead and throw that one back. And then I'm not sure about unexpected courage either. Really, I'd love to see some economy here. Like a lone wolf would be great. Something like that. So I think I'll throw back unexpected courage as well and just draw 2 cards. Okay, there's a weakness again. Also goes back. Draw 1 more. Ah, there it is. Lone wolf. Right on. So I think we got everything we wanted in that opening draw. Short of a trusty bullwhip. It's pretty good. Okay, so we will begin the game. Okay, we're here at a 4-shroud location. We'd love to get some clues and press on right away. So let's do that. We will spend 4 resources to play Milan Christopher for action 1. We will spend 1 resource to play a lone wolf for action 2. We will put down magnifying glass for free and fast. And then for action 3, we're going to try to get a clue. So we're going to investigate at 4 5. I guess I have to do these now. This is kind of weird. But right now we're at, well, I guess there's only 5 when I'm investigating, huh? I don't really use these, so I'm really not going to. I'm just going to kind of ignore them, but it's probably fine. So we're at 4, 5, 6. Actually, no, this was all the time. This one is only when investigating. Anyway, the point is we're investigating at 6. So we're going to be 6 on 4 for action 3 to investigate. Skull is going to be minus X, where X is the current agenda number. That's currently minus 1. So that means we succeed. We get a clue. And we can get a Milan buck. $1 from Dr. Milan Christopher. It's good stuff. Okay, that is the end of action 1. No enemies on the board, so we upkeep. And we find Leo DeLuca. Oh, Leo, where were you a couple minutes ago? That's okay. We'll get our money up with Dr. Milan Christopher, and then we'll come back for Leo later. That's just fine. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, so we have 1 doom. I think I already shuffled this, but I'm going to shuffle it again just in case. And our first encounter card is Furtive Locals. Test intellect 3. If you succeed, either take 1 damage or put Furtive Locals into play next to the agenda deck. If you fail, do both. Investigators cannot parlay. Okay, so that means they can't get leads for clues. That also means they can't interact with suspects when they come out later on. And then at the end of the round, you discard 1 copy. So, okay, let's take this test. So we're currently at 4 plus 1 from Milan is 5. So we're 5 on 3. This is not a big stress test, so I'm just going to test it 5 on 3. Here we go. Okay, Elder Thing is minus 4. If I fail, which I did, place 1 of my clues in my current location. Yeah, well, easy come, easy go, I guess. Clue goes back on the location. And we take 1 damage. Okay, I can't really put on Milan, so I put on myself. I could put on Milan, he would go away. I don't want that. So I put on me, and then we put this into play next to the agenda deck, and we cannot parlay. I'm going to stick it right in front of myself here so I don't forget that it's here. Okay, so I can't parlay this turn, which I don't think is going to be a big deal, but there it is. Okay, my turn begins. I get a lone wolf resource. Okay, and then I'm going to start by trying once again to get this clue back. Okay, so let's get it. We're going to be investigating once again at 4, 5, 6 on 4 for action 1. Plus 1. Okay, so I once again get to exhaust Milan, gain a Milan buck, and get a clue. All right, action 2 will be to move. I like to move up to the factory because it's 1 shroud. I enjoy that. Okay, so action 2 is to move. Action 3, we will investigate once again. 4, 5, 6. This time 6 on 1 for action 3. Skull is once again minus 1. So we will gain a clue. All right. And if we get to use our Monterey Jack power, at the end of our turn, we are 1 location away from the current location at the beginning of that we started the turn at. We can either gain 1 resource or draw 1 card. Our resource generation is going real well right now, so we're going to draw a card. Okay, it's our smoking pipe. That's just fine. And that is the end of our turn. This goes away at the end of the round. So we'll wait just a minute. We'll upkeep first. All right, quick thinking's great. This goes away. And now we're back to top of the round. Doom. And an encounter card. Innsmouth Look. Put Innsmouth Look into play in your threat area. You get -1 intellect and -1 sanity, and you gain the deep 1 trait. Okay, test will 3. If I succeed, I can get rid of Innsmouth Look. I don't like Innsmouth Look. This is one of those cards that's very annoying. Luckily, my intellect is high enough that it's not a huge problem, but it is something I'd like to get rid of eventually. So with Monterey Jack's 1 will, that's going to be awfully hard to do. We'll have to stack some will icons up, I think, or some wild icons at least, before we can take a crack at it. So we'll try to live with it for the moment and see how it goes. All right, so with that, my turn starts. I get a lone wolf resource. And we need to move because we're out of stuff here. So we're going to move right, whoops, careful there. We're going to move right over here to the Innsmouth Harbor. Okay. Forced, after you successfully investigate Innsmouth Harbor by 3 or more, look at the top card of the leads deck, then shuffle the leads deck. Okay. So if we successfully investigate it by 3 or more, we get to look at the top card, and then we've got to shuffle it up. We can only do it once around, though. Okay. So that was action 1 to move. We're at this 3 shroud location. We'll try to get ourselves some clues here. So we're at 4, 5, 6 to investigate, except for we're -1, so it's only 5. Okay, so currently 5 on 3 for this investigation attempt. I feel pretty okay about 5 on 3, so we're just going to try it at 5 on 3. Whoop! Whoops! That was a mistake. Misclick. I'm just going to shuffle the deck back. Oops. Okay, let's try that again. 5 on 3. Let's see, we moved. This is action 2 to investigate. 5 on 3. Okay, currently still -1. So that makes it 4 on 3, which means we get a clue. Okay. We did not hit the threshold of succeeding by 3 or more. We only succeeded by 1. And now we have 3 clues, which is the threshold at which I like to parlay here. Okay, so we're going to spend our 3 clues and reveal the top 3 cards of the leads deck and see what we find. Okay, for this scenario I'll spend my 3 clues. This scenario for League of Extraordinary Investigators, we are actually scoring based on number of leads you get for this scenario. So the more leads I can uncover, the better. Okay, so we're going to flip over 3 of these cards to take a look at them. 1, I'm just going to stick them over here for now so they don't populate any clues. 2 and 3. Okay, we'll see what we get. The House on Water Street, Brian Burnham, and Sawbone Alley. Okay, so 2 locations and a suspect. We can check those off our list. I did not bring anything to write those down on. I'm going to go ahead and do that, though, just so I remember what it is I have and what it is I haven't seen yet. So, let me see here. Grab a piece of paper to write on. All right. All right, let me check here. So it's the House on Water Street. And Sawbone Alley. And Brian Burnham. Okay. I usually remember pretty well, but I'm not taking any chances this time. Okay, so we want to put one of these victory point locations into play because XP is great. So we'll do that. I think we'll go ahead and put the House on Water Street into play because it sits right in here between these two, and that's where we are. It's part of town we're in. So let's do that. We'll go ahead and put the House on Water Street into play right here. Okay, and we'll copy our location markers. There. Just like that. Okay, after you successfully investigate the House on Water Street by 3 or more, either drop the top card of the encounter deck or shuffle that card into the leads deck. Okay, you don't want to succeed by too much there. All right, so these 2 I get to put back in the leads deck, along with the top card of the encounter deck, and then shuffle the leads deck. Okay, all done. Okay, so up to 3 leads. That's good. And we still have 1 action left. I think I will go ahead and try and get this last remaining clue. Oh, we got a clue as well, so we can actually get ourselves another Milan buck. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and try to get the last clue here. 4, 5, 6, minus 1. We're at 5. 5 on 3. Yeah, 3. Okay, 5 on 3. 4 clue. And we get it. Nice. Okay, so we'll take this clue. And that's the end of our turn. No enemies in play. So, no enemy phase. We go straight to upkeep. And there's my trusty bullwhip. That makes me very happy. Okay. So, that brings us to the top of the round again. 3 of 6. And we draw Crypt Chill. All right. Well, this could be where we would say goodbye to Mag Glass. Or maybe Lone Wolf, honestly. We're making a good amount of money pretty quick here. Because Mag Glass is helping us investigate. Well, I'm already planning what I'm going to lose when the time to lose things comes. Because, you know, when you're playing a one-will investigator and you draw a Crypt Chill, that's what you do. You look at your assets and figure out which one of them you're about to lose. So let's go ahead and take our test here. Okay, so we're one will on 4. I'm not committing anything to this. So here we go. It's a 0. Okay, so we fail by 3. And we have to get rid of an asset. I think I will chuck the Lone Wolf here because it's been good to us. We have a pretty good little stack of change for the moment. We'll be getting more and more as we move around and stuff like that. But I think at the moment I can do without Lone Wolf. So we'll discard Lone Wolf. And we're on to our investigator phase. Okay, so we need clues. There's easy clues to get here. We do have to be careful of not passing by too much. I think at the moment, though, it's not that. Like, because my intellect is down, I think now is kind of maybe the time to try for it. So we're going to do that. Okay, so action 1 will be to move up into the house on Water Street. Action 2 is we're going to try to get a clue. Okay, so 4, 5, 6, minus 1 is 5. 5 on 1. Skull is minus 1 still. We're still on agenda 1. So that makes us 4 on 1, which means we pass by 3. Which, guess what? Is still too many. Let me make sure I did that math right. 4, 5, 6, 5. Minus 1 is 4. Yep, 4 on 1. So we pass by 3. Still too many. So either we have to draw the top card of the encounter deck or shuffle it into the leads deck. I'm going to grab this clue while I'm here. We'll grab that. We'll get our Milan buck. Okay. I really don't want to shuffle extra cards into the leads deck. So I think I'm going to draw it. We're 2 actions in, by the way. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and draw the top card and see what it is. I should just come out here and draw it, eh? We'll click this and draw it. Hunting Shadow. Okay, I must either spend 1 clue or take 2 damage. Well, I don't really... you know what? I've got room to take a couple of damage. I think I will. I think I'm going to take the 2 damage. We'll do that. Okay, so that's not awesome. But then with action 3, we'll go ahead and see if we can do it again. 4, 5, 6 on 1. Oh, put this token back. Okay, 6 on 1. That's more like it. That's a minus 4. So that brings us to 2 on 1, which means we pass and we don't have to do any more of those awful shenanigans. Okay, so we're once again at 1, 2, 3 clues, which is nice. Do we want to go ahead? Actually, I think we will maybe go ahead and spend them here before our turn ends. Okay, so how often are we going to do this? Once per round, right? Yeah, once per round. Okay, so let's do it again. We'll go ahead and spend 3 clues. And draw 3 cards from the top of the lead deck. Okay, so I am a always go 3 person. I know there are different opinions about how to play the scenario and how many leads you should flip each time. I like to flip 3 every time if I can. I don't know if it maths out the right way or not. It's just how I like to play it. So let's see. Oh, Brian Burnham. We've already seen him. Okay, Shoreward Slums. That's good. That's new. And then Joyce Little, also new. Okay, so Shoreward Slums and Joyce Little. Okay. So, looking at our sheet, we now know it's not the Shoreward Slums, nor Sawbone Alley, nor the house on Water Street. So, we've eliminated 3. We have 3 more to choose from. Okay, and then for suspects, though, we got a little ways left to go. Shoreward Slums. I almost always put the locations into play. This one's not a great location, though, because it's a difficult test to pass, and you don't get many clues out of it. However, nah, we're still going to do it. Okay, so we put Shoreward Slums into play. If I remember right, goes down here in this corner, right? Yeah. Yep. That's where it goes. So, we're bringing this guy down here. Boom. And more of these to show where we can go. Okay, and that's all done. Then we have to put these back. Along with the top card of the encounter deck. Shuffle, shuffle. Okay, so that is the end of our turn. Our turn has ended with us 1 location away from where we started. So we get to draw a card or gain a resource. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll go and draw a card. 7. Okay, Leo. Not bad. Okay, and then it'll be upkeep time. Oh, guess what? Buried Secrets. Okay, so I'll put Buried Secrets into play. In our threat area, if our location can be investigated, we cannot move, except by scenario card effects. We have to investigate. If we succeed, instead of discovering clues, we get to discard Buried Secrets. And then if we fail, we have to take 2 horror and shuffle it into our deck. Okay, so we're at a 1 shroud location, so that's actually not bad. All right, so upkeep is done. We go back up here, 4 of 6. And top encounter card is, ooh, on the Wings of Darkness. Okay, so this would move us. Cannot move except by scenario card effects. So that would, in fact, be a scenario card effect. So it would move us if we fail it. Let's see. So we're going to test agility 4. If you fail, take a damage and a horror, then disengage from each non-night gun enemy engaged with you and move to a central location. Okay, so it's going to drop us in the center of town if we fail it. So we're at 5 on 4. I really would like to pass this, only because, well, partially because I'd rather try to test Buried Secrets at a 1 shroud location than at a 4 shroud location at the moment. May not be the biggest deal, probably not, but golly, I don't know if I want to throw anything at it though, because what would I throw? I'd have to throw like quick thinking, because I'm not throwing the bullwhip. That's not happening. So I guess we just test it. All right, let's just do it. We'll go 5 on 4 and take the test, see what happens. Oh, good thing we didn't commit any cards, because that is a hard fail, my friends. Auto fail for sure. Okay, so we take a damage and a horror. I think I'm going to let Milan take these, because I think it's Leo DeLuca time up in here. Okay, so we're going to let Milan go with 1 and 1. So he takes the damage and the horror for me. I am moved to the central location, which is Innsmouth Square. Move to here and dropped. Okay, and then these night gaunts mysteriously disappear. All right, well, that was fun. Okay, so now our turn begins now here at Central. Okay, we can't move until we deal with this thing. So I think first, though, we're going to try to deal with some of these cards in our hand. We have lots of cards. Let's deal with some of them. Let's first play Leo DeLuca for action 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and because we played Leo DeLuca, we're going to get a 4th action, which is nice. Okay, so that's action 1. Action 2, we're going to play this bullwhip, just in case we run into some bad guys. Okay, and then action 3, now we're going to try to see if we can do buried secrets. Okay, so this is just a straight investigate. I would be, well, actually, do we even want to do this right now? No, I probably do. So I'm 4, minus 1 is 3, plus 1 while investigating, so 4. I'm back to 4 on 4. And I think I will go ahead here and throw sneak attack to go to 5, and my other Leo DeLuca to go to 6. Okay, so action 3, we're going to try to investigate. 6 on 4. Okay, we fail. Which means we take 2 horror, and we have to shuffle this back into our deck. So Leo can take a horror for us, and then we'll take a horror. And we'll shuffle this back in. Now my deck here is not very thick. No, 22 cards. We're okay. Yeah. We'll put it back in there. I'm sure we'll see it. We draw really fast, but we might be in a better shape to do something about it when we see it next time. Okay, so that was action 3. That was not good. Okay, so now we need to get ourselves some more clues. Let's... This one I don't feel good about until I have a better way to get it. So I think we'll go ahead and try to go this way. Yeah, that's better. Heal 2 damage or 2 horror, or any combination thereof. It's nice. Okay, so that's action 4 is moving down there. And that will be the end of our turn. We've got no clues. We've got no enemies. And so we upkeep. And there's our other mag glass. Maybe I shouldn't have put the bullwhip down quite so hastily, eh? Because then I could double mag glass to make up for this thing for the moment. It's okay. We've done what we've done. It'll be fine. Okay. Oh, I also forgot I'm 1 location away from here, and I wanted to draw a card for that. I'm going to go ahead and draw it. I don't think there's any problem with that because I would have drawn the mag glass, and now this will be my upkeep card. So I'm still going to do it. Ah, how funny. Okay. All right. Well, at least I'm at a better location to take care of it at the Gilman house here. Okay. So upkeep is done. We go back to the top here. We're at 5 of 6. And an encounter card. What? That's crazy. I just had this. We were, this is, and now it's, okay. Well, shuffling, right? Cards, that's the thing that can happen. So, I really would like to pass this one this time. I keep trying to save this, though, because I want to eventually use it here for a will test, I think. I really don't want to commit here. But I have to take a damage and a horror. Golly. Well, all right. We still got to try to get lucky is all. That's it. So we're just going to test. 5 on 4. Here we go. We lose. Right on. Okay, so I have to take a damage and a horror. I can put a damage on Leo. And a horror on me. And we once again are moved to central. This goes on our threat area, not actually on the location. Okay, this goes away. And we're right back here at the bus depot once again, trying to investigate this 4-shroud location to get rid of this thing without taking 2 more horror. Oh boy. Isn't that something? Okay. Well, we did get ready for this with the smoking pipe. I think now's the time to use it. So, nothing like a good smoke after you've been carried by night gaunts to the central bus station twice in the same night. So, let's do that. Action 1 is we are going to play smoking pipe. Okay. Then we get to use smoking pipe. We have to exhaust it, right? Yeah. Okay, we use the charge off of smoking pipe. And that lets us take a damage and heal a horror. So we will take a damage and heal a horror. Okay. We feel slightly better. Then, we've done 1 action so far. Action 2, we're going to try once again to clear this thing, if we can. 4, -1 is 3, +1 is 4. On 4, I'm going to just throw at it, and we'll see what happens. We're going to throw this mag glass to go to 5, and we're going to throw this quick thinking to go to 6. Okay, so we're going to be 6 on 4 on this test. -4. Oh, man. Okay. This is what happens sometimes. It's all right. It's no problem. Okay, so this gets shuffled back into my deck again, and I once again take 2 horror. Awesome. Okay, I'll put them both on me for the moment because I still want the extra actions from Leo. Okay, action 3, I'm going to move right back down here to where I was before. And then action 4, we're going to take the action that's on this card to heal 2 damage. Or a horror, I mean. I'm sorry, heal 2 horror. Okay, so we're going to, it is damage or horror or combination. Yeah. So we'll take the action that's on there for action 4 and heal 2 horror. Okay. Productive turn. Okay, still no enemies. We upkeep. Ah, it's my pocket telescope. Okay, well, I don't have a free hand for it. But there's certain scenarios where it's super helpful in Innsmouth. This scenario is not really one of them. So this one is really more of a just an icon. That's okay. All right, and then we're up to here. And guess what? 6 of 6. We flipped the agenda. The town of Innsmouth grows more and more hostile with each day that passes. The townsfolk have caught on to your presence and perhaps even the reason for your visit. Shuffle the set-aside Winged One and both Hunting Night Gaunts into the encounter deck along with the encounter discard pile. Okay, let's do that first before we forget. Okay, the Hunting Night Gaunts and the Winged One. Okay, these get shuffled into here along with the encounter discard pile. Okay, then if a decision to stick together is listed under memories recovered in your campaign log, and it is, then we get this one. After several days of investigation, you meet up with Agent Dawson to check in with him. Agent Dawson's the dude who hired us to go on this crazy adventure, or drafted us, or made us, or something. Anyway, he shows you a figurine of emerald stone depicting some sort of aquatic monstrosity, a piece of heart-shaped amber embedded in its center. After the days you have spent investigating and researching this foul place, the creature is oddly familiar to you. I'm glad I roped you in on this case, Dawson says. It's looking less and less like mob work with each passing hour. Let's stick together from here on out. Choose an investigator to take control of the set-aside Thomas Dawson story asset. For the remainder of this scenario, he does not take up an ally slot. Okay, I choose me. So, we gain Thomas Dawson, and he does not take up an ally slot, so we can stick him right over here somewhere. Whoops, like that. Okay, so he gives us +1 will and +1 fight, and after an enemy attacks an investigator at our location, even if the attack was canceled, exhaust Thomas Dawson, and that investigator draws a card. That's nice. That's solid. Probably move the smoking pipe over here closer too, eh? Guess so. All right. So that's all good. And then we're on to Agenda 2. This says the same thing to us. Okay. We have to make an accusation by the end of this agenda. So we've got 7 turns to get as many more leads out of there as we can. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so then we get an encounter card from our newly shuffled encounter deck. And it is the Innsmouth Troublemaker. Okay, we spawn to the location with the most clues. Afraid it's going to be mine. Oh, he could spawn over here. Okay, we could spawn him way, way, way over there out of the way. He is a hunter, so he will come our way eventually. Yeah, that's probably okay. We could probably put him way over there and just let him hunt and then deal with him when he gets closer over here. Yeah, I think that's what we do. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to put the Troublemaker way over here at the slums. Or the slums. Okay. And that's where he lives. Whoops, I'm going to shrink that down a little bit probably. Yeah. There we go. Okay. And then it's back to us. So, yeah. Let's get to it, shall we? Okay. I still want to get rid of this, but I really don't have any cards to throw at it, so I'll have to wait for the time being. All right, let's get a clue. Okay, 2 Shroud. We're at 4. 5 with the mag glass. So 5 minus 1, 4 on 2. And we'll go and throw the pocket telescope here to go 5. Do we? Nah, we got to take a run at it 4 on 2, don't we? Don't we? Don't we, though? Tablet is minus 3, though, and makes us take a horror. You know what? I'm going to throw it. Let's go ahead and do it to go 3 up. Okay, 3 up. Minus 1. Okay. That's fine. I get a clue. That's action 1. And then action 2 is we will move right over here to the bookshop. Okay, after you fail a test while investigating the little bookshop, shuffle the top card of the encounter deck into the leads deck. I don't want that. So action 2 is to move. Action 3 is now going to be investigate here. So 4, 5, minus 1 is 4. So 4 on 2. We're only up 2 this time, but minus 1s are in the bag, right? Here we go. Okay, that is a fail. And that triggers this. After you fail a test while investigating, little bookshop, shuffle the top card of the encounter deck into the leads deck. So we get to do that. This goes into here. Rad. Okay. And because I'm a glutton for punishment, I'm going to try it one more time. Okay, so same thing. We're up 2. And that right now is minus 2 because we're on agenda 2. So that's a success, and we gain a clue. All right. Okay, end of my turn. I'm 1 location away from where I started. I will take a card. All right, let's see, Cult Lexicon. Which again here, because we've got the whip out, I think we're just throwing for icons. All right. So that was my Monterey Jack card, and then I get an upkeep. Lone Wolf. It's about time to see Lone Wolf again, I think. Maybe. Resources are kind of okay. All right. Somewhere in here there's some hiking boots, which I really would like to see. That'd be nice. Deductions in here. That'd be good. There's more good cards in here for sure. But that's all right. My deck gives me what it gives me. It's okay. It's all good. Okay, so we had our upkeep. Oh, I didn't shrink this back down to 0. Okay, and now we had 1. 1 of 7. All right. Encounter card. Locked door. Attach the location with the most clues without a locked door attached. And you can't investigate there. Well, I can put that over on the Shorewood Slums as well because it's got 1 clue. And my location's got 1 clue. Oh, hey, wait. I forgot to hunt our friend the Troublemaker. So he's going to hunt to here. Back it up there to the hunter phase just briefly. He hunts to here. Okay. So locked door goes on the slums. And that can't be investigated, but our location can still, so that's just fine. Okay, and then it's my turn. I am going to go ahead and put Lone Wolf into play. Because more resources is always better than fewer. I've got more favors in here that want resources, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, action 2 is going to be to investigate. 4, 5, -1 is 4 on 2. And I will throw the occult lexicon to go up by 3. So we're at 5 on 2, we're up by 3. Clue. Right on. Okay, we'll take this clue. And that once again gets us to the magic number of 3. And so I'm going to go ahead and spin them. And pull out 3 more leads from our leads deck. Sawbone Alley. Brian Burnham. Man, this guy wants to come out every single time I draw cards. And New Green Church. Okay, we only got one new one there at New Green Church. But that's why I like to go 3 at a time, because at least you maximize your chances of seeing something new. Okay, so I've decided which one to put into play. Sawbone Alley is not a bad choice, because it's only 2 shroud and it's got 2 clues on it. New Green Church, we'll discard something out of the leads deck. I think we'll go ahead and put Sawbone Alley into play. And it's going to go down in this corner, I think. Question mark in green, or comma in green, I should say. Comma in green, yep, that's right. Okay, so we're going to put Sawbone Alley down here. And it gets, oops, I have to copy this again. Paste, paste. Okay. Then we put these back in the leads deck. And top card of the encounter deck 2 for 11 cards. Okay. So we're 2 actions in, if I remember right. Yep, 2 actions in. Let's go ahead and move down to Sawbone Alley and see if we can get ourselves a VP here. So action 3, we'll move down to Sawbone Alley. Okay, and action 4, we'll try and investigate. 4, 5, -1 is 4 on 2. Okay, 4 on 2. -1 gets us a clue. Nice. Okay, productive turn. I like that very much. No, we do have an enemy. I keep saying no enemies, but there is one. This guy, he's going to hunt right into the middle of town. And then we get our upkeep. Hiking boots. Finally. Right on. Happy to see hiking boots because it speeds up our movement, which we like. Yeah. And of course gives us just a little bit more agility, which is always good. Okay. Oh, I once again forgot my Monterey Jack action to go from here to there. So I once again wanted a card. Here's a card. I'm going to draw one more card. Okay. Scout ahead. Bueno. All right. Then it's back to the top. 2 of 7. Encounter card. Hunting Night Gaunt. Okay. Hunter, while attempting to evade Hunting Night Gaunt, double the negative modifier of each revealed chaos token. So this dude is with us. Now, Sawbone Alley has this special thing on it. Each humanoid enemy at Sawbone Alley gets +2 fight and -2 evade. Is this a humanoid? Nope. Just a monster. So that does not apply to him. So he's just straight up Night Gaunt. Like always. Okay, so we're going to double our modifier while trying to evade, which is probably what's going to happen, because I don't think I'm going to fight him. Well, or am I? I do have the bullwhip. 5. Gosh, I have to spend the whole turn just hitting him, huh? I don't love that. I think I'm just going to evade him for now and move away. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so my turn begins. I get a lone wolf resource. Nice. Okay, then we're going to try to evade this Night Gaunt. So we are 5 Do I get a boost from this guy? I don't. So it's just 5 on 1 to try to evade this man or creature, non-humanoid monster. 5 on 1. Okay, that's -2, which doubles to -4. So 5 minus 4 is 1 on 1. I still succeed. Sweet. Okay, so he is evaded. That's action 1. Okay. Action 2. I'm gonna put down these boots. Sweet. All right. Action. That's action 2. Action 3 will investigate. 4, 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 on 2. -1. We gain a clue. Okay, now we can't trigger hiking boots here because we have to move to a connecting location with at least 1 clue or an unrevealed location. And neither of those is true here. So we can't go that way. Or we can't use the hiking boots for that. So instead we just move away like normal. Like this. Burp. Okay. And so we end our turn 1 location away from where we started, which means we get either a card or a resource. In this case, we'll take a card. Lockpicks. Lockpicks is not a bad look here, actually. Better than Mag Glass in some ways, because it'll get me at least 1 guaranteed clue every turn. I might have to give that a thought. Okay. Then it is the enemy phase, so hunters are going to hunt. This is 1-2 to me. This is 1-2 to me, so I get to choose. He'll come down here. Whoops. Careful there, troublemaker. And this monster will stand up. All right. Then it's upkeep time. Think on your feet is a good shout right now. Happy with that. Okay. Then 3 of 7. I have to keep an eye on this. I hope I can get at least 1 more shot of 3 leads at once. Yeah, I can, because I only have 2 clues. I only need 1 more clue to do that. So we'll definitely get at least 1 more of 3 at once. Okay, then it's an encounter card. And it is the Initiate of Dagon. Okay, any empty location, while Initiate of Dagon has no doom on it, it gets +2 fight and +2 evade. At the end of the round, if Initiate of Dagon is ready and there's no doom on it, place 1 doom on it. Okay, so she's going to speed up the doom clock, but she's easier to deal with once that happens. So I think we can put her any empty location we want. I want to be circling back through the store and then probably back into the middle of town. I think... Yeah, I think I'm just going to put her up here at actually, I should put her here, because I might come back to this location. I'll put her here. Let's do that. I never know where to put this one. So I'm just going to stick it there and see what happens. Okay, our turn begins. We get a lone wolf resource. And action 1, we're going to move. Okay, so we're going to move into the grocery. Oh, you know what? I have 3 clues, don't I? Oh, no, I only have 2. Ha! Never mind. I need a 3rd one. Okay, so we're going to try and get this clue at the grocery. All right. So it's 3 shroud. And we're at 4. 5 minus 1 is 4. Again. That's what we got to think about lockpicks. Because 4 on 3 is crummy. So I think it's dead. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. We'll put the lockpicks out. If they break, I'm going to be real sad. But I think I got to play it this way for now. Okay, so action 2 is we play lockpicks. Action 3 is we're going to use the lockpicks. We have to add our evade or our agility value to the investigation. So we're going to be at 4. -1 is 3, but it's plus 5, and now 1 from the boots is 6. So plus 6, so 9, which is powerful, right? 9 on 3. Okay. So it was move, lockpicks. Now we're using lockpicks. Yeah, 9 on 3. Okay, we passed by a ton, so we don't have to break our lockpicks. We gain this clue. Nice. Okay, and then we're going to brace for impact because this large fellow is going to come to us, I think, unless we place one of our clues on our location. We could exhaust him, and then he doesn't ready during the next upkeep. So we're out of connecting location. Could just put a clue back on here and do that. I think I will. I think I'm actually going to do that because I don't really want to deal with this guy right now. Like the night gaunt's still coming. I got other things to deal with. This isn't great. Okay, so I think I will. For my 4th action, I will use this parlay on the troublemaker and put one of my clues back on the grocery store. And he is not only exhausted, he's super exhausted because he will not ready during the next upkeep phase. Right on. Okay, so my turn is over. Where did I start the turn? I started the turn here, so I'm only 1 location away. I will once again draw a card. Okay, quick thinking. That is just fine. Then it's the enemy phase. The Night Gaunt will hunt to here. And this guy will begin to refresh himself. And she gets her doom at the end of the round, right? Yeah. Okay, so I'll hit upkeep first and then give her a doom. There's intel report. Okay, good. Right, so now I give this initiate a doom. Dun, 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 and then I'll stick that here so we know that there's another doom in play. So now this clock is ticking. It's moving faster now. I get to make my accusation at the end of any round. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, so we did all that. That's all done. Upkeep's done. End of the round. So now we're back up to putting another doom here. For 5 of 7. Yeah, we're going to get pretty much one more stab at this, and that's going to be it. Hopefully we get some good information, because we don't have anything yet. Well, we have 4 locations. We have a good chance of pairing, of like, we got a 50-50 shot at what the location is. We'll see. We'll see. It's not the worst. Okay, here we go. Encounter card. False lead. If you have no clues, I have clues. Gain surge. If I have one or more clues, test intellect 4. For each point you fail by, place one of your clues on your location. This is not great. This is very not great. So this is a test we would very much like to pass. I can buy clues back with intel report, I guess, if I have to. I really don't want to have to spend money on that. But, yeah, I don't know. Well, let's see what happens. Okay. So, intellect 4. So I'm at 4, -1, I'm at 3. If I throw intellect report at it, I can go 4, 5, plus quick thinking goes to 6. I'm up 2? It seems bad. I think I'm better just to dump my clues and then intel report them back. I think that's the way to play this. Ugh. These are poor choices, really. 4, yeah, I'm at 3. I'd be 3 on 4. Yeah, I'm committing too much otherwise. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to commit. So we're just going to go 3 on 4 and fail this thing real hard. Here we go. Oh, okay. So I only failed by 1. So, because I failed by 1, I put 1 clue on my location. It is on my location, right? Yeah. Okay, just checking. Make sure I don't have to spend it. That's worse. Okay. So that happened. And now we're back to us. All right, so Lone Wolf, I get a resource. Then I get to get some clues, is what I need to do here. Um, yeah. Yeah. All right, we're going to at least make sure that we lockpick one. So let's do that. So once again, it's 4 minus 1 is 3, plus 5 is 8, plus 1 from the hiking boots is 9. 9 on, is it 3? Yeah, 3. 9 on 3. Minus 1 is a very good success. We had a clue. Okay. All right. Then I think for action 2, we will just go ahead and intel report here. I really wanted to save this for the end when I have to probably get clues off of a location with a dude on it. But I think I'm just going to use it here just to make sure that I get this and get this third look at leads in before things go south on me. So let's do that. So action 2, I will spend $2 and discover one clue at my location. Okay, then with the magic 3 clues on my rostrum, I will once again take this action to get some leads. 3 leads. 1, 2, 3. New Green Church, we've already seen it. Robert Friendly, he's new. And Joyce Little, we've already seen her too. All right, so Robert Friendly, we have to add to our list. Robert Friendly. Okay, so all told, that's 7 leads we've seen so far. Let's see, what shall we put out into play? New Green Church. It's not too far away. Joyce is a will parlay test. We definitely don't want that. And then Friendly would be okay for us. Except for he goes at Innsmouth Harbor. Way over here. And we're just not over there. But we're going to have to go over there anyway because that's where the clues are. There's a clue here. And then this has clues on it. So we're going to probably need to go that way anyway to get some clues. So maybe he's not bad to put down. Now, New Church Green would go here. Right in there, right? Have a star on it? Yeah, it does. So it goes right between them. The question is, do I think I can investigate for 3? Which is a really funny question to be asking myself right now. I think I can because I got the lockpicks. So let's do that. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll put New Church Green into play. Right there. Okay, and it connects to all 3 of these locations. Yeah, that's the move. All right, Friendly goes back. Choice goes back. Encounter card goes in. All right. So at 5 of 7, we're getting awfully close to dooming out here. Ooh, if I could get over there and get one more and see one more thing out of this deck, I would feel just a little bit better about it. Let's see if we can. Well, we can't this turn, can we? Because of lockpicks. That's okay. That's okay. We're still going to move over there. It's going to be fine. All right, so we'll move in here. And then we got to see if we can get this thing or get a clue off of it at least. Let's try. Okay, so 4 minus 1 is 3. Man, I really don't have anything to throw. I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'm just gonna wait for the lockpicks to rejuve next turn. So let me draw a card instead. Yeah, fourth action, I draw a card. Okay, another think on your feet. All right, so my turn ends. I'm one location away from where I started. So I get to draw a card. Ah, that's good. That's one of the cards I wanted to see. All right. And then it's enemy phase. So the Night Gaunt continues to follow me. And the Troublemaker stands up. And she doesn't do anything. She just hangs out with a Doom on her. Okay. Then upkeep time. Okay, sneak attack is just fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. And 6 of 7 Doom. So this is the turn. I have to try to get as many clues as I can, see what I can see, and at the end of this round, make my accusation. Okay. So we get Fog over Innsmouth. It's a will test, of course. Will 3. If you succeed, either take 1 horror or put Fog over Innsmouth into play next to the agenda deck. If you fail to do both, each location gets +1 shroud. Okay, at the end of the round, discard. Okay, so I have to try to pass this test, but it's not real likely because my will is 2, even with Agent Dawson's help. How much do I care about +1 shroud? I don't think I care that much. I really don't. I think it's probably fine. So the horror is the worst thing. Is it a horror? It is, right? Yeah, take 1 horror. Well, I can put on Dawson, though. I got some room. All right, so let's do it. 2 on 3. Here we go. Fail by 1. Okay, so I have to take a horror, which I'll give to Agent Dawson. And I have to put this next to the agenda deck. I'm just going to put it here. And every location gets +1 shroud. Okay, turn starts. Lone Wolf. And then I have to try to get a clue here, but now it's 4 shroud. Ugh. All right. Hey, man, we do what we got to do. Let's try and do it. So we're still at a whole grip because of lockpicks, so should hopefully maybe still be fine, but we'll try it. Okay, so we're at 4, -1 is 3, +5 is 8, +1 is 9. Still 9 for the lockpicks. Okay, so 9 on now 4, right? Yeah, 4. 9 on 4. Here we go. -2 makes it 7 on 4. We're fine. We're fine. See? Things are going great. I got a clue. Okay. And maybe we can get one more if we really, really believe in ourselves, right? Maybe. So we're at 4. It becomes 3. It's 3 on 4. 4, 5, 6. I can go up by 2. And if I play a think on my feet, 7. I can go up by 3. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do it. Okay, so we're going to play the Unexpected Courage. Or not play, we're going to commit the Unexpected Courage. Oh, that's right, I usually use this as my committing spot. So we'll do that. Okay, so we're going to investigate. We're currently at 3 because of this. Or should I work on clearing this? Maybe that's the move. Let's see. How bad is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. 5 is as high as I can get to clear this. Golly, I don't think it's worth it. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think the one more clue is the better thing. Okay, we're going to investigate. Okay, so we're at 3. We're going to commit this to go 4, 5. And then this to go 6. And then one of these to go 7. Okay, so we're 7 on 4. We're up 3. Here we go. +1. All right. Nice time for the +1, I guess. So that makes us 8, which means we do get an extra action. That's cool. So we flip this back over and pick up an extra action this turn. Okay. So I get this clue. I've now got 2 clues. I think I go ahead and spin them for leads now. Yeah, I do. Okay, so let's do that. We're going to spin these 2 for leads right now, because I don't think I'm getting a 3rd one. No. No, I don't. So we're going to spin them right now. And draw 2 leads. 1, 2, and hope that these are things we haven't seen yet. Let's see. Brian Burnham. This guy will not leave us alone. He just wants us to know it wasn't him. He totally didn't do it. Okay, that's fine. And? Yes! The Esoteric Order of Dagon. That's great. That's super good because that is our 5th location. That's awesome because that means now we know where the location is. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 locations and 3 suspects. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay, so that means that the Innsmouth jail is the only one of these we haven't seen. So that must be, in fact, where Agent Harper is being held. She's at the jail. Okay. Good. We know a thing, which means the game will continue. It's nice. Okay, so one of these we have to put into play. I don't know that it matters here for us. So let's go ahead and put the Esoteric Order of Dagon into play. Let's do that. Okay, so this is going to go, comma and star. It goes in this corner. Yeah, I'll go here. Old Brian, back into the deck with you. Okay, and then we put another encounter card in. And we add some connectors. Nice. We learned a thing. That's great. Okay. So, where was I? Oh, yes. We got an action back, so we still have 3 actions, which is good. That's a good thing. Let's see what we want to do with our 3 actions. I would love to clear this, but I don't have any cards to do it with. I might just add some distance between me and the bad guys and then draw. The jail is going to be the spot where we're going to need to go. So if I could create a secondary route for myself to the jail, that would be pretty okay. So maybe moving down, let's say I have 3 actions. 1, 2, 3, I do. If I can move down here and deal with this young lady and get her out of play, that might be the way to go. Yeah. Because then I'm 1 location away from here. This guy has to come up this way. Yeah, I like that a lot. I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to move into here. Fish Street Bridge. And we are engaged by an enemy for the first time in the game. So we moved. Okay. And then we are going to use our trusty bullwhip to try to defeat this Initiate of Dagon with action 4. Okay, so we're going to attack with it using our agility, which is at 6. So 6 on 2, we're up 4. Okay, that's a -2. It succeeds. Okay, so she is defeated. Which means we're down a doom. Interestingly. So in theory, we'd have 1 more round, which means we might, can use this clue and get one more thing. Oh gosh, are we that greedy? Man, maybe. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm sitting at 8. And I'm going to get one guess right, so that's 9. The cap for this scenario is 10. Man, maybe. Maybe. Okay, well, let's see how end of turn stuff goes, and then we can figure it out. Okay, so I am 2 locations away from where I started. So I will get a resource and a card. Okay, additional hiking boots. All right, enemy phase. Monster's got a monster. Night Gaunt comes here. I'm going to have just a slew of monsters to deal with when this time comes, which is not going to be great. But, yeah, this is the life I've created for myself. So maybe we can deal with the enemy very quickly and not have to worry about it. I think we just go ahead and advance instead of getting super fancy. Yeah. Because let's see. Well, okay. I'm not going to worry about it. Not yet. Not yet. Upkeep first. Hey, there's deduction. Right on. And there's another one of these 8. Oh, no, there isn't. I just bought 1. Never mind. 1 deduction is there. Okay. Yes. That is what's up. Okay. We are done with our turn. That means it's the end of the round. This card goes away. And at the end of the round, okay, now's where we have to make our decision. So if I get this clue, I can then use the clue to make this guy super, super evaded, which would help me because it would give me more time to deal with this thing and not have to evade him every turn. But that means the Night Gaunt's going to come to me and will already be at my location when this thing flips. So you have to evade the Night Gaunt, move in. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it or not. But maybe it is. Of course, I could do the same trick at this location with one of the clues that's here and just put it down to make this guy tap. So, okay. I think we go ahead and advance. It's the end of the round. Let's advance. Okay. Whoops. There we go. Okay. The time has come for you to reveal your hand. You've retraced Agent Harper's steps as best you can and learned a lot about Innsmouth and its citizenry. Perhaps with this information, you can narrow down where Harper is now. But if you aren't swift and decisive, the kidnapper will surely discover you are onto them. You have only one chance to get this right. One chance to locate Harper and surprise her kidnapper. If you're wrong, it's back to square one or worse. Okay, so we get to make our accusation. All right, so the accusation is here. Basically, we get to note a suspect and a hideout that we think that they're in, and then we reveal the suspect and hideout, and stuff happens from there. So we know that she is at the jail. She's at Innsmouth jail. Okay, so that's our hideout that we're choosing. Our suspects that we have already eliminated are, of course, Brian Burnham, because we've seen him like 4 times, and then Joyce Little and Robert Friendly. Those are all out. So it's either Othera Gilman, Barnabas Marsh, or Zadok Allen. Okay, so I like to accuse Barnabas Marsh every time I have the chance because just theme. You know, the Marshes are always behind things in Innsmouth. That probably makes sense, right? So let's do that. We're going to accuse Barnabas Marsh and say that the hideout is the Innsmouth jail. Okay, so then we reveal these cards. Oh no, it's Othera Gilman. Okay, so we're wrong about the suspect, but we're right about the hideout. Okay, so then we're back to here with our instructions. If only one of the 2 cards matches your accusation, which is the case, the investigators are partially correct and may proceed, but they have angered the citizens of Innsmouth during their careless investigation. Flip the Finding Agent Harper reference card and spawn the enemy on its other side at Innsmouth Square. Okay, that's not great, because Innsmouth Square is awfully close to where this jail is. And that is a giant angry mob. So, yeah, it's not awesome. I've got the mob of all mobs now at Innsmouth Square. And, okay, so we'll go to the setup for the finale here. Advance the act directly to the set-aside Act 2A. Advance the agenda directly to the set-aside Agenda 3A. Okay, so this gets put aside. This gets put aside. And we get 2A. Or 3A, I should say, and 2A. There. Okay, and Elina Harper is going to be kidnapped here in a minute. Well, she's already kidnapped, but you know what I mean. Okay, here we go. Put the hideout location that was beneath the Finding Agent Harper into play. Add 1 per investigator additional clue, so 1 extra clue. And put the Elina Harper story asset beneath this location to indicate that's where she is. Okay, so let's do that. We take the jail, and we put it here. And it's going to get 1 additional clue on it. Okay, and that is where Agent Harper is. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, then spawn the suspect enemy that was beneath Finding Agent Harper at the location, ignoring the revelation ability. For the remainder of the scenario, this enemy is referred to as the Kidnapper. We remove the leads deck from the game, and then we proceed. All right. So this is the Kidnapper, who goes right there. 5 health. Oh. Okay. So we skip the revelation. And then we get to read these. Okay, the rescue. All of your evidence leads here. You must rescue Agent Harper at all costs. The Kidnapper loses aloof and gets +1 per investigator health. So she's got 6 health and cannot be parlayed with. If either the Kidnapper is in the victory display or there are no clues on Elina Harper's location, advance. If there are 2 or more investigators in the game, you have to do both. So either I get the 2 clues or I defeat Athera Gilman, which, yeah, at 6 health is, that's going to take an awful lot of bullwhip work. It's possible. It's not possible, but, you know, it's a lot. We'll see. We'll see what makes the most sense to do, I guess. I'd love to just get these clues and be done with it. That'd be my favorite thing to do. Because with deduction, I could snatch them both up in one go. That would be rad, but we'll see what we get to do here. Okay. So, oh yeah. I got to read this one. Okay, frantic pursuit. There's a quote, and then it says, if you defeat a suspect enemy other than the Kidnapper. Oh yeah. Okay, we're not doing that because we don't have any others except for the Kidnapper. She is it. Okay. So we're once again, we reset this, right? Because we advanced. Isn't that right? Isn't that what it said? It said to advance to? Let's make sure. Yeah, advance the agenda. Okay. So that means this resets. So we have 7 doom to do this, which ain't going to take that long. I mean, I'm going to die or I'm going to get it, so it'll be fine. All right. So that was the end of the round. We're at the beginning of the round now. So we put 1 doom of 7. And we draw an encounter card. Okay, location with the most clues. That's bad, because that's here. Oh, Chumley. Okay. Ooh. There's nowhere else that has clues, right? This one's got 1, and that one's got 1, and that's it. So he's going to go right there. That is an awful card to draw right now. Okay, well, let's think about this turn now. We have options. We could get this clue, evade this man from a distance. Think about this. Get this clue, evade this man from here. That'd be action 2. Action 3. Oh, I forgot to add location markers, didn't I? All right, there we go. Action 3, move in. Action 4, not care about this attack of opportunity and just go ahead and snatch these 2 clues with deduction, right? That's how we would do that. So that would be what? Lock picks probably for the first one. I gotta see if this would work. Lock picks for the first one, right? That gets this clue pretty easy. Then we put it down and parlay here. That's action 2. He's evaded. Action 3, we move in. Okay, and then I have to try to get that one. I'm at 3, 4, 5, and I can just throw everything. 6, 7 on 4. I'd be up 3 on the test. It's not bad. It's not bad. What if we went the other way? What if we went 3, 4, 5 on 2? I'd be up 3 on this one to get this clue. Get the clue, spend it, move in, and then we go ham with the lockpicks investigation. We're at $1 billion. Well, it's not $1 billion, I guess. What would it be? 3 plus, that'd be 9. I'd be at 11. 11 on 4. So 1 token fails me. That feels pretty good. That feels pretty good. I'd have to pass this test first. Oh, man. Okay. Well, hey, let's try it. Oh, you know what? We have hiking boots. We have... Oh, wait, no. No, I can't use hiking boots. Because if I use hiking boots, that breaks up the action. So I'd have to... If I discovered this clue, I could use hiking boots to move here. But then when I put a clue on my location to parlay, it'd be on this location. I got 3 clues here. That doesn't work. Okay. So, yeah. I have to go back to what we were doing before. Wow. And it takes all 4 actions to do it. That's so exciting. That's so exciting. Okay, let's try it. That's why I love this game. It turns like this. Okay, here we go. We are going to, first action, investigate our current location, the Fish Street Bridge. Okay, we're at 3 for intellect, and then we're going to commit 4, 5, and stop there. Okay, so we're going to be 5 on 2. Up 3. Okay, 5 on 2. Tablet is -3. Yes! Yes! Okay, that's a clue. Okay, so we get a clue. Action 2, we're going to parlay by putting a clue back on the bridge. We parlay with this guy, which makes him exhaust and not ready during the next upkeep. Super exhausted. That's action 2. Action 3, we move into the jail. Okay. And then Athera Gilman will engage us because she's no longer aloof, because she's the kidnapper. She's going to hit us for 2 horror, but we don't care because Agent Dawson can hold her off. We can take that as an attack of opportunity. And then for our final action, hopefully, I mean, I get ahead of myself. For what I hope is our final action, we're going to use lockpicks to investigate here at the jail. Okay, so it's 3 again, plus 5 is 8, plus 1 from the hiking boots is 9. And we're going to throw deduction. Oops, I forgot to knock the other cards out of there. Nah. And also nah. So we move for 3. This is our 4th action. Okay, deduction. 10, 11. Okay, so we're 11 on 4. If I get this, I get both these clues, I think. Yeah, I will get both these clues. And we'll be out of here. Now, I have to take the attack of opportunity from old Athera Gilman. She is going to hit me for 2 horror. Golly, I think I'm just going to put 1 on Dawson and put 1 on me. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Because just in case this goes south, I'm going to need Dawson's soak for other things. So we'll put 1 on Dawson, 1 on me. Okay, I do get this thing, right? I can draw a card. Ooh, do I want to draw a card, though? Because whatever I draw... I could draw my weakness, which would, of these 8 cards, I could draw my weakness, which would take the Elder Sign out of the game. I don't think I want to do that. So I'm not going to trigger this. Instead, we're just going to test this one. 11 on 4. We're already up 7, so it feels pretty good. Here we go. Up 7. 1 token fails this. Here we go. Yes, it's the tablet. The tablet is great. 11, 8. Yeah, so 8 on 4. We passed by 4, which is awesome. We gain both clues. 1, 2 clues from the jail. We get the jail VP, which is awesome. Dun, dun, dun. And we win the scenario, I think. Aren't we done? There are no clues on Elina Harper's location. We advance. Dun, dun, dun. This one card. I flip it. Okay. Found her! Agent Harper gives you a warm smile of relief as you untie her bindings and help her to her feet. I don't know who you are, but thank you. I did have things handled, though, for the record. She chuckles at her own joke. Despite her situation, the agent carries herself with the confidence of one who has been in deadly circumstances before. You introduce yourself and tell her that you were hired to help find her. Well then, I'm very glad you're here. You came in the nick of time. Now, if you don't mind, I have some unfinished business with this associate of mine, she says, her voice sharp with indignation. Care to join me? Oh, I would, in fact. So, Othira Gilman was the kidnapper. We proceed to R3 in the book. Dun, dun, dun. R3. So, Othira struggles against her bonds, trying like hell to free herself. Let me go! You have to let me go, she cries. Agent Harper grins, reveling in this turn of events. Doesn't feel so good, does it? She teases. You don't understand, Othira replies. Come, look, you'll see. She motions to the door next to her, which you haven't yet searched. Inside is a stash of oil paintings, dozens and dozens of them, all depicting the same thing, a tumultuous maelstrom in the middle of the ocean, over which the sun and the moon hang in perfect alignment against a red-tinged sky. What in the hell? Agent Harper wonders aloud as she sorts through the many reproductions. Othira bites her lip, and a single tear streaks down her cheek. It's the Order, she whispers. The Order owns us all. Da-da-da! Okay, so we get Victory X for the value of each card in the Victory display. We add that to unspent experience and don't spend it. And then we record that the mission was successful. Right on. So this went pretty well, all things considered. This could have been real bad right there at the end. I'm glad that we were able to just pop in there. That deduction draw at the last minute was just perfect. That was super good. Okay, so for LXI scoring, we got 8 plus 1 successful guess, so 9. 9 of a maximum 10, which I'm very happy with. And in terms of XP, this is going to be very good for us. We don't get this one, but we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 XP. That's awesome. Super good. Okay. Well, I think that wraps us up for this particular chapter. These are coming out every 3 weeks or so that we're playing these. So in about 3 weeks, I'll be playing another one. We'll be back for scenario 3, which is a fun one when you have an investigator that can move a little bit like Monterey Jack can. So that should be good. In the meantime, thanks for joining me for this or watching it later. And we will see you next time. Have a good night. Bye-bye.